Hi everyone, it's Jean from the Inky Owl Studio. I'm here with the last part of the assembly of this little accordion journal that we've been making. And if you missed that, I'm going to link a playlist link down below. And also, if I can take this moment to ask you to please share this playlist or video with someone you think would enjoy it. It would help me, and I think it would be inspiring for the person you are sharing it with. So anyways, today we are going to be doing the last portion, which of course is the back cover. Now, if you remember, on this particular page, we made a pocket here. So our fabric piece needs to go on the side that your opening is not. Okay, but that really was not very helpful, was it? So what I've done here is I've made the opening for that pocket on the back side. And to remind me, I put in a little thumb hole notch. And you're going to need to put something here so you can see it to pull it out, unless, of course, you want a secret spot. But this is where you're going to access the pocket on the back. So that means this opposite side of where you're accessing that pocket is where your cloth for the spine is going to go. Now I could have, I could very well have done it this way, but if I did it this way and made the access on this side, then the back cover would have had a piece of cloth down it. And I didn't really want that, and nothing wrong with it, but I just preferred not having the cloth on the outside of the back cover. So that's why I chose this side. Whoa, that was a bit of an explanation. Could have been a lot more simple than that, couldn't I have been? So we'll just go ahead. Now another tip that I want to bring out is that when you put the pocket over here, it's probably best not to glue the pocket in until you've done the cloth spine. Here it's okay because it doesn't come really close to that end. But if you wanted a pocket to go all the way across or whatever, then you probably should wait and assemble this part to the next section and then put the pocket down so that you can glue over the cloth. That you could think about is you could assemble this whole thing all at once with all your flips and all your spines the way you want them, and then go back in and decorate it. The exception would be if you wanted any kind of a side pocket like this. That would be a little bit more planning. But if you don't plan to do something of that nature, then you could just assemble it all that way, and then you could do all the other additions in here. So that is one way to look at it. And so now I'm going to flip it over. It might be just a little easier for me to put this in like this. So I assembled the back cover, just to remind you, the same way I assembled the front cover. So just food box backing, and that's how I did that. And now we're going to go ahead and glue this in and quickly glue this side down. And again, we're leaving a bit of a gap so that we can fill it in with our ephemera. Okay, and once I've done that, then I go back in and see where my glue has not reached all the way, and we're just going to sneak a little bit inside there like that. Okay, so that is the last piece connected. And now I did prepare a side pocket here from a piece of scrap paper from this kit, and I mounted it on some cardstock. I sewed around it. You don't have to sew, of course. And I'm going to glue this here in the back, and I really thought these roses kind of echoed these roses down there, so that's why I chose this particular piece. So we'll just make a little side pocket right here, and you can slip things inside. There we go. And you can slip some things inside that back pocket. Now this is the back cover, but the funny thing is that it becomes the front cover for the other side. So what we have, we open up the this journal front, and then we come one page, and then we have 2 pages and another page. And once we've done this, now we have this pages and these pages and these pages. And what has happened is this has kind of become the front in a way for what's in the back. Now you don't have to decorate this like another front. You can of course not do that, but I'm sort of decorating this like another front. So I have a piece that I want to highlight, and I have a little bit of lace to go on the back, so that's going to be the back cover. Now to secure this together, the challenge is you pretty much need something that is going to wrap around the whole accordion to really secure all the pages together. Because if you just put ties, let's say you'll just put a tie here and you put a tie out there, well, this will be secured, but then this part here won't be. So that is the one challenge. And there's probably more ways that I am going than what I'm doing here, but my thought was to put this ribbon that I want to use underneath the back piece of ephemera that I'm putting on there. Now, you don't have to connect the closure to the journal, of course. You can just put a tie here, a ribbon or something that you just take off each time. That might work well for you because, you know, this will be connected so that when you come back over here and have it untied, it will be something you'll have to, you know, set aside and do your writing. I'm connecting mine because I just think losing these ties is so easy to do that I kind of like the thought that it's there and it hasn't, it's not going to go anywhere. So that's what I'm doing here. So we're going to make sure we have this is our top and our bottom, and we're going to put these items down. Now the first thing I'm going to do is put down the lace. Let's see, do I want the wrong side or the right side of the lace? The wrong side really shows those ridges quite a bit, and sometimes that extra texture is nice. Let's just make sure I get this piece around. Okay, yeah, I guess I'm liking this side. So I'm just going to get in here and I'm going to glue, just dot the glue on the more densely lacy parts that, you know, avoiding this more open weave place. I'm just going to get in here and dot these little places. Now I'm putting the lace down first before the ribbon, and I'll explain in a moment why. Let me just get that on there. And let's try to get this in the middle here. Can I do it? It is kind of wibbly wobbly. There we go. I'm putting the lace down first before I put the ribbon down because because I have not really been able to glue down this open weave area. I'm afraid that if I put the ribbon down first, that it may start lifting as we use the ribbon off a little bit, and it'll be less likely to lift and tear if I put it underneath the piece that I want. Okay, and you know, it's a small thing, but that's just what I thought I would share, why I'm doing that. Now I have mounted this onto a food package box to make it nice and heavy. I like doing that because I think it gives it a little bit of depth. And now I have this piece of seam binding, and there is the middle right here. And I believe, well, in case you just want to know, you have a curious mind, this is about a yard. This is about a yard of seam binding. And we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to tack it in here like so, about halfway. That looks about right. So I'm going to use fabric tack for the back of this piece, mainly because I'm gluing it over a fabric here. And we will just put this little guy right here. Okay, so now we have our closure for the back. How pretty is that? It's pretty enough to be a front. So, but you know, you can do what you want with the back and how you like to have that done. So now we just give it a tie and we are finished with constructing our little journal here. And it, you know, the ribbon this way does kind of interrupt the front. I know that. But it's okay. You know, a removable one might be a better answer for you. I don't know. So now that we've done this part, let's talk about that other side. So this is the side that I envision people journaling on or putting their ephemera on, and you know, more of a free area to decorate. As you go through here, though, you can see that there are some papers here that might be just a little too busy to really write on for it to stand out. And so for those kind of pieces, I recommend, or an idea that you can do, is to take, you know, I just would take a piece of paper and I would do a random tear, and it could be any kind of paper, but that's what I would do, is just do kind of a random tear and have an area here, and glue it down with a glue stick and have an area where you can write. And you can use tea stain paper, you can use scrapbook paper that will show up writing, and this is even just plain notebook paper you find in a notebook. So there's different options that you can use to do that with these more busy places. And let me see if I had any more ideas back here. As I decorate this, I am going to probably do a few things back here. I've thought about putting in a photo pocket on the back somewhere, so a person could slip in a photo. So anyways, that is the back and how I envisioned the back to be. Now you, of course, can do it however you like to do it, right? And now that is it. And so what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be adding ephemera and tags and decorating the inside of this little accordion journal. And I'll be back with a journal share in a little while, and hopefully this week sometime. Oh, cross your fingers. And, you know, you'll see how I am decorating, what I'm doing in it, just for some inspiration. And so anyways, thank you so much for viewing, and I hope you subscribe to my channel, and we will be doing something else very soon. Talk to you later. Bye.